Obscurity does not seem to me to be a place that's afraid to innovate. You do a lot of things here that I've not seen done anywhere else.
Yeah, thank you. I think it's fun to push the envelope a little bit and do something a little odd, be a little weird. So.
And you find that people are accepting of that by and large. Have people come to expect that from you guys?
I hope so, and I hope they enjoy it. They appear to be enjoying it, and we appear to be kind of pushing the innovation button, and we're getting a little bit of recognition for it too, which is awesome, you know.
Let me ask you about that, because there was like the World Series of Mead. What's that called? The big Mead?
Yeah, the Macer Cup. Yeah.
The Macer Cup.
Yeah, just happened.
Explain how you guys did there.
This year we ended up taking a bronze medal in the honey beer category, and I know that's a little confusing because braggot, honey beer, there is a difference. Honey beer is not a braggot, but braggot is a honey beer. So yes, pop-up screens and more explanation needed, but for another time. For the mead guys, that is like, I mean, that's like those. I don't know if I can. That's the big game, right?
Right.
Say something
oh
like
yeah, he doesn't want to say anything.
Right? Yeah, right. Yeah.
Get us in trouble with the NFL.
Right. Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Right.
The medals are hanging like from the rafters here. The visual experience of this place. I mean, you have got. First of all, I want to ask you about this giant Cesar Perez artwork here, right?
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
He's a big deal.
He is a big deal.
He is like a world-renowned artist, and like he's known for kind of capturing, like, it's sort of like a dream-like, colorful state. That seems to be what he does. And this was custom done for you guys. This massive piece that Cesar Perez did.
Cesar's an amazing guy. He's got an amazing crew around him. I don't know how we got him.
I was you anticipated my question. How in the world did you get him to do this?
Right. Sometimes in life you're, rather lucky than good. I think in this is, this is a comedy of that. This whole setup here, and we're just fortunate every day to be living, this dream. But Cesar was, that same experience. We came across Cesar's art looking at Wynwood, Miami. Artists, and realized he was right here in Chicago. Reached out. It was right at the onset of COVID. He was a little slow at the time, so for a little bit of money and a lot of beer and barbecue, we got this massive creation on the wall.
And it kind of tells the story of, like, as you said, like where the concrete meets the.
Yeah. We've got the city and suburbs kind of off in the distance. Right. The train separating the two, or bringing the two together, and then the corn and nature.
When you're here at the bar, the grain actually comes in over your head.
Yes.
And you can see it sometimes when you're working on making beer.
Yeah, if you're fortunate enough, we are open for lunch. If you're fortunate enough to get here early enough in the day and the guys are still working back there, a lot of times at the end of the day, they'll be bringing the grain bill in for the next day's brew, and you're right, it augers in right over your head from the silo outside, and it makes a little ruckus, but honestly, it's an exciting noise because that's some action and production going on there.
It's like you're having a beer or a mead or a cider in some sort of like Willy Wonka experience where the pipes are over your head, and there's also lots of singing for some reason.
It's a happy place.
It really is.
And we do get a little Wonka too. We both throw some weird stuff in the beer beyond honey.
Can I ask you about that? Because you have something that I've not seen before anywhere else. Pop inspired beer.
Right. Not Wonka pants, not Wonka shoes. Right. Soda pop, right.
Soda pop, right.
Right.
So the pop inspired beers that you have, there's like grape and there's orange.
And we don't know what's to come because we're kind of innovating on this, and it's been fun to play and to kind of create this. Our brewer's done a great job basically supersizing a Radler. But it's a pop forward, pop inspired soda beer, what we call it, and it's going to bring you back to your nostalgic picnics with your family where you are sitting there opening up that orange, grape, or strawberry crush and just enjoying that.
But to be clear, it's not pop, it's beer.
It's beer.
Right, but it sure tastes an awful lot like...
It sure tastes an awful lot like pop. I think he pretty well nailed the illusion of pop within this beer, so...
You know what it almost tasted like to me, because I had the grape, and I mean this as a compliment.
Okay.
Not like a name brand pop, but like you're talking about family picnics, it's like the Jewel brand pop.
Exactly.
Right?
You hit it.
Is that what you were going for?
It's
like
right. It's exactly what it is.
We didn't have money for name brand grape pop growing up.
No.
But that Jewel brand pop, that's the stuff.
nobody wanted the name brand stuff anyway. Everybody
See what I'm saying?
liked, yeah, the Shasta or whatever
Right,
it was
right.
called,
It
right?
just-
You know,
or
right.
if it just says grape.
Grape.
Just like not even like a logo, just
Right.
grape on the can.
Right.
Because of your connections with the Lodi Tap House and all of the connections you have across the state of Illinois, I mean, that's got to serve you well in terms of being so well connected to brewers across the state.
Yeah, every day we're just so fortunate to be in this great industry. Having kind of stepped into owning a brewery, already knowing a lot of those folks was kind of exciting, and I consider a lot of them friends. And it's a great industry. Illinois produces some world-class beers, and I expect them to for a long time. And we're just happy to, be a little blip on the radar. So
it's a little delicious blip on the radar, and it's a place you absolutely must visit. I know that you guys are distributing now beyond the Chicagoland area. Did I hear that you're in like Nebraska?
Yeah. We're in, it's exciting times, right? So as we're growing and evolving here, we've taken on some distribution. So yeah, we've been in Nebraska for the majority of this year, and we just actually Monday have beer going to Missouri and Kansas with a few more states on the come in 2024.
Like maybe Iowa would be great.
Iowa,
can
I
throw that out there as a
Iowa's
suggestion?
in focus for us.
Okay,
so.
good. Like what I want to hear, Luke, is it's a priority. That's what I want to hear.
Let me correct myself. It is a priority
Okay.
for Iowa next year. You're hearing it right here first. Right?
Well, listen, whether you're able to, if you find it on store shelves, you should absolutely grab it, but do not deny yourself the experience of coming out here to Elburn and drinking the incredible beer that Luke and the team are making. Just wonderful stuff. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, and thanks for being out here. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah.
Redheads, they tend to have a little bit of a spunk and a little personality, get a little fired up, they might say.
Again, viewers, before you start writing emails, Dan is the one saying all of this. I'm just nodding and tacitly agreeing.